everyone, it is Fitz with your Friday daily delivery, which means it's time for On the Line when I make my crappy picks. I said it. I'm struggling, folks. This Big 12 isn't fair. It's not easy to pick games in this conference. It's kind of fun, except for my checkbook. Hey, make sure you're subscribing to this YouTube channel. I've got some things to say, and you need to hear it. Thanks, I appreciate it. Hey, one of the guys on ESPN or Fox, I don't even know. I can't keep track of where these guys are at. You know, it's one of those talking head shows where one guy says, I believe in this, and the other guy says, I believe in the opposite. Let's argue about it. Just ridiculous. Anyhow, it's Stephen A. Smith. And he was talking about how weak TCU's schedule is. Well, that's not exactly what the facts are, but if that's your feelings, I guess you can roll with that. TCU's played a tough schedule because going through the Big 12, they have beaten more ranked teams, at least going into the weekend, than I think the other teams in the playoff picture combined at about the same number. It's crazy how much tougher TCU's schedule's been than the other schools in the playoff structure right now as we sit here. And that's kind of the theme of the day. There's no safe havens in the Big 12 Conference. That's right, Kansas State goes to West Virginia. West Virginia that has struggled. West Virginia that might be firing its coach at the end of the year because they stink. But they're 4-6. They still could get bowl eligible, and they want to win over Kansas State. We'll see if they can do it. I think K-State will probably get it done, but let's save that for last. Let's get into it. Starting with TCU, the big dogs, or the big frogs in this case, of the Big 12 Conference goes to Baylor, and they're only a 2.5-point favorite. Huh? Well, look, I can't even explain that. I don't know. TCU's going to win this game. Baylor will play better. Baylor played awful against K-State. K-State made them look bad, but Baylor is better than that. It should be closer than what they had this past weekend against K-State, 31-3 loss in Waco. But TCU winning by a field goal or more? Yeah, I'll take the Frogs on that. Thank you very much. Texas goes to Kansas. Texas is a 9-point favorite on the road. Texas just lost a huge game. Texas has slipped into a 6-4 record. They may not be going to a really good bowl game. Do they have much to play for? Kansas gets Jalen Daniels back. Does KU win? I don't know about that, but I'll sure as heck take the points. I don't think Texas wins by 10 or more. I've got the Jayhawks with the line there. Tech is going to Iowa State, and Tech is a 3.5-point underdog at Iowa State. I don't know what to think about this game. It seems like a lot of points for Iowa State. I'm going to take Iowa State, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not betting this game. Not the result of the game, but I will take the under. I think it's like 48. I forgot to look it up, but I'm taking it because I'm not sure this game breaks 35 points. This is going to look like the Big Ten just invaded Iowa again, and I'll take that. But if I have to pick a winner, Cyclones. Oklahoma State is a 7.5-point underdog at Oklahoma. Oklahoma State has been sliding, and I get why there might be some doubt about the Pokes, but they should have Spencer Sanders back and relatively healthy. He came in and saved the day last week against Iowa State. I don't know if Oklahoma State gets this done with a win. Won't surprise me, but I will take Oklahoma State to at least cover that and lose by a touchdown or less. And finally, K-State at West Virginia. I'll have my complete pick and my keys to the game behind the paywall for our subscribers at GoPowercat. I am taking K-State, and I don't think it'll be close. I think the Wildcats are poised to do what almost nobody else has been able to do in Morgantown, and that is win comfortably. Maybe K-State will find a safe harbor in Morgantown, but I won't be surprised if it's a competitive game. You want to know why? Because the Big 12 is relentless.